never seen 100 band, but you probably couldn't tell. Cartier frame, black Louis V bill. All white one, dope boy, my step. I'm a nigga one right, fuck boy, got
Yo, what's good? This your boy Big Bird. Welcome to another episode of Sit Down. I got my co-host with me.
It's your boy WisingtonPost.com. I just be posting. And we have our special guest, Cash Money, Ash Money.
Ashcash Money.
So what's good, man? What's
Do you want me to keep recording or stop? Alright. Keep recording that?
Go ahead.
Coming live right now on the Sit Down. I'm so sorry. What's poppin'?
So what's with you? Welcome to the show, man.
Well, we're in the middle of a men's pop-up event right now in the store.
That's what's up.
So that's what's going down today. And then tomorrow is the female apparel pop-up shop.
Are you excited?
I'm always excited. I just touched down from Vegas last night. It was a crazy trade show there this week. So
popping like shit.
you know, you gotta stay on that the money train on stuff.
They don't.
That's what's up. So we're gonna get things started here. You know how we do it on the Sit Down. We got a couple of questions. We want to know. First question first. Where this idea of you having your own store started from the bottom? Where did it start?
Oh, it just really just started by wanting to check. You know, I just love business and
Get that money.
I just happened to be saucy. So I said I'll start there, start selling clothes, and then boom, boom, boom. It was like I'm a constant improver. So like, you know, it started as a hobby and it went immediately into like, well, how do I take over the world? Because we just can't have hobbies out here.
Sure. What made you like go to clothes? Like, why you didn't do anything else? Like when everybody normally do like in this area, like promotion and like what made you just like, you know what, I like clothes? Or you
well, I promoted in college when I was an athlete first, as y'all know me back then when I was fresh star cash before I was, Closetfreekz. So I was running like 17 years, so that was all I knew. And then, but I was always getting in trouble going to the clubs and stuff. So I started promoting. Then I was like, I could run some shit like this. So I kind of started doing something, running some promo stuff and trapping out venues. And I started getting like mixed and then getting my own, my own venue. So that's always been a hobby of mine, but only like really like commercial real estate, not necessarily that I wanted to do. Like I never liked to like promote parties. I just like to own the venue and get that check. So like I knew very early on like where my drive was. It's like, running my own things and
entrepreneur.
Yeah, I was an entrepreneur from day one. So clothes just happened to be some people used to always ask me for my clothes. And I'm the only girl, so I don't share, so I don't know how to do that. So I'm just like, you could just get it, like.
You don't know when you gotta share stuff with people, right? You know that, right?
I would go with sharing, but
I mean, I'm the baby of 3 boys.
Okay,
so
that's why. She's the only
girl.
girl. That's why.
I care about not sharing.
You right?
And I mean, depends on what kind of shoe, because I mean, I'm into shoes, and there's certain shoes that fit with guys that females have that I'm not. I don't have like Air Force Ones, like those is like. You can get them in women, and they only have those specific style for women, and they look fly.
Well, me and my brothers never wore the same size shoe. I mean, they're grown-ass men out here. So, we never have to share shoes. They're going to if they go cop them some, they're going to cop mine too. Because mine, I still wear kids' size.
It's probably discounted anyway.
You're right. I wear kids' size still. So, that's kind of where it started off. Just chilling, hustling. I've been hustling since A1 day one. So,
always gotta be the mindset.
Clothes was just easy, and then, I did some stuff with radio, so I'll probably still do some stuff with radio. My degree was in communication, so that kind of goes a long way with a lot of things. And then, who knows what's next? I'm definitely gonna get into some real estate and go from there.
Owning land is the key.
So I see you be on Snapchat calling yourself Ash Kobe. You feel me? Personally, that's one of my favorite players of all time.
Is it?
Got the jersey hang up, 1996.
Which number jersey? Okay.
Number 8,
okay.
original.
I told him that. I said number 8 was the legit Kobe. He's like 24. I'm like,
but 24 is that Kobe that grew up.
I go in and out of my numbers.
Yeah,
so
me too.
Depending on what day, depends on what number I am.
Okay.
Because I feel like a lot. I'm still growing into my greatness.
Every day.
But you know what?
Every day.
He had greatness when he was getting there, and then he had greatness when he made. I mean,
You feel me?
81 point Kobe, and then 65 to go out. Like this is, you feel me? Like each one needs to be recognized, and I feel like you couldn't have been one without the other. So I take on both numbers.
So, quick question. Since I know Kobe's your favorite player of all time, ain't no question to ask. So right now in sports and basketball, who would you think that has that Kobe ish? Not comparing, but that has that ish like Kobe. Maybe it's a slight bit mentality like Kobe.
Mentality-wise?
Yeah.
I just can't put my finger on that. My favorite player like right now is KD.
Okay.
And that's because he has this slick humbleness that I would say that's the closest to Kobe. Like he has this like
Quiet,
he's a crazy, ridiculous player, but he has this little vibe that's just real like tall but quiet, you know. And I don't know, I kind of like that vibe. I think he's already great. I mean, he's already great, very young. So I think he's gonna grow into being a very like older, great role model, you know, as far as someone's mentality goes. I also love LeBron too, though, only because LeBron has like that opposite personality that like my other favorite player in football is Brett Favre. So, and I don't say that because he can play hurt, you know. He's like one of those players, and I feel like LeBron.
I was not expecting that at all. She said
Brett
Favre.
I didn't.
Depending on what day, I call myself Ashcash Favre too. It really depends. You never heard me say that?
Ashcash just, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I call myself Ashcash Favre when I feel like I'm like in a hard situation, I'm hurt or sick, and I still gotta make it happen.
I give you that because Favre was
He was one of them.
He's legendary.
And that he play, you know, and someone who can perform at their top peak, hurt or after a funeral, after adversity, like that is when I like go into that mode.
I remember that game. He
did.
Great.
So that's definitely why, like, whenever I'm in those modes, I feel like LeBron kind of has that. Like, he's a rough player. Like, he's about that life.
But some people don't think he got that killer instinct.
He's a savage out here.
They think he's too humble when it comes to playing. Like, he's more like, I'm gonna pass the ball before like taking over, and I'm just like, I don't see it, but some people say that's how he is.
I agree though. LeBron's not. He don't. Listen, Kobe was born with ice in his veins. From when the baby to when he retired. LeBron doesn't have that. You feel me? LeBron doesn't have that.
I feel like LeBron is about going to get marked up. I feel like he's not afraid to get beat up. I mean, I feel like LeBron is one of the people who will take 5 fouls in a game. Like, what's up? Anybody with that mentality to run the play and like get beat up, that's what I mean when I say I like LeBron's attitude. Like,
I mean, that's something that I see that he probably does now, but before he was like, he want to take the shot. He ain't want to go to the basket.
I agree. There's definitely more now. It's definitely more now, but I feel like he's not afraid to get scarred up at this point. So
I think Westbrook, to me,
Westbrook got that. I thought you would say that he got that Kobe killer instinct. He got that Kobe.
Like,
it's like, you know, he just I'm gonna go hard.
He's a little too flashy for me.
But as a fashion person,
no, Kobe was never flashy.
He wasn't.
No,
hey,
his surroundings made him flashy.
If Kobe can model that little white thing and make him look mad suspect, that's close enough.
But I have a question. As far as we're gonna jump a little bit off topic here. Westbrook, right? You're a fashionist person. You know, you take time. You're fashionable.
He's saucy.
Do you think
he's saucy, no doubt.
But sometimes I be thinking he be going too overboard for me. Like, son, come on. Like my dog had a any given Sunday jersey, a shirt on with some tights and a towel. Like, come on, son.
When it comes to fashion, ain't no boundaries.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Okay, when it comes to fashion, it's almost like the person who's willing to take the risk is the person who gets the crown. I mean,
like Young Thug.
You can't, it's open to interpretation.
It's the same thing.
So you can't look at someone and be like, oh wow, they have this style that is so, you know, it's kind of just like they were willing to go that far. They're not scared, they're fearless.
You don't understand
and that to me is style. Like, if you're fearless about it, then do your thing. I can't knock nothing, whether I'm a weird or not, you know, I don't knock it.
Alright, so so you already know, we talk about sports, music, and something came across on the media that I seen that was very interesting, and I felt like it's something that I wanted to get on. Jay-Z got into the Hall of Fame for songwriting. Like, that's the first. He's the first. So how do you feel the fact that you feel like is rap now getting that recognition, or you feel like we always had the recognition?
I definitely feel like rap influenced culture way more than we know the power that it has.
Yeah.
I feel like there has definitely been another genre of people, and I'll leave it at that, who has monopolized and capitalized on how influential, that culture really is. Is Jay-Z the only one who probably deserves that? No, but it's new. So if not him, then who at this moment,
But to piggyback off that, Jay-Z though songwriting, like it's not a cliche. Like it's not cliche, but there's no connecting dots there. Like I'm confused. Jay-Z.
Like we didn't know he was a songwriter.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, well, it's
if you'd have told me, okay, bad comparison, but I'm just saying that for songwriting wise, Neo, because Neo has written, you know what I'm saying? That would have been like, okay, cool, I see it. But as far as that, I don't see it.
Well, what we notice about those type of people who are picking the awards and picking that type of stuff,
that's what I was gonna say.
All they know is give them something. Give them something because they're doing something and they're saying that they're not getting anything. So I'm not surprised, whoever those people are, I'm sure it wasn't the music community that Jay-Z, is in.
True.
So it's kind of just like one of those things where let someone in the Hall of Fame and
that's how I kind of feel sometimes about the Grammys. I'm like,
the Grammys are definitely...
Give them some Grammys so they can stop complaining.
A lot of people complain about the Grammys.
So it's out of pettiness.
I feel like I don't get when people say they're not coming to the Grammys. Like, either you care about the recognition of other people or you don't. And that's something that I feel like the black community has to decide. Like, either we care if white people recognize us or we don't. Like, we have our own award show called the BET Awards and no one goes.
Yeah, that's true.
But we're upset if we're not invited or are not nominated, to a white awards, right? So it's like
we here.
I was a teacher's pet, so I want to be invited to the white awards. That's my standard. I don't want to be black famous. I don't want to be black rich. I want to be
rich in general.
And I also don't operate in color. I don't feel like people discriminate against me because of the color. If they do, I don't know. I don't see it.
You still get that check.
Right, so when you think like that, you go for those type of goals. Like Frank Ocean did this big old thing because he felt like they tried him, the Grammys tried him, but it's like, well, bro, either you care what they think or you don't.
They've been trying to Beyonce forever.
Whatever,
and gets the check. It's like, so which one is it?
The last Grammys that just passed, I don't think Adele should have won Album of the Year.
That's why she said it.
But that's just my opinion. You feel me? Adele even knew that she didn't deserve it. She felt like Beyonce Lemonade album was better.
Kanye wasn't there, so he couldn't grab the mic. So
Well, that's
she did it for Kanye.
Well, even though she broke it in pieces and gave it to her.
Wow,
that shows you the mentality of when somebody knows what's wrong and what's right.
Well, I also think too, Adele is not from here, so her perception of black people and race, they don't have that.
True.
So she just felt like, I'm great, but she's very young. I thought her album was very good. I mean, I'm not a Beyonce fan, so amazing artist.
That's how I feel about certain awards. Like, you can't really say what's the best album, because like when you ask me what's the best album of the year, I'm like, bro, I can't.
Yeah, you can't.
Because it's like, it depends on the mood, it depends on what's going on. Everything has their own.
When I say best album, like I actually did it, I said, right now, beginning of 2017, what's your best album right now? Since it dropped, Future just dropped 2 within the last week. Migos dropped 1. So I feel like an album that's great to me has to have at least minimum 5 songs that hits. And then you have the other sliders on there where you listen to, but they're not hits, they're not, popular shit. But that feels like, that's my opinion of what an album, that's what it makes an album or break it. If you don't have at least 5 to 6 songs that are hits,
I agree.
People not, I don't think people are just going to look at your albums like, it doesn't make sense to me.
That's crazy. It'll probably be an underground artist that I would say has album of the year then by those standards, because just because someone is famous for their music doesn't mean they're making the best music out right now. So,
Agreed.
So I know independent artists and, younger, nobody artists, for lack of a better word, that drop projects and you'd be like, why are they not famous yet?
It's because they're putting time and effort into it. It's from the heart.
I mean, the music industry is kind of sketchy too. So that's the one thing too. So it's like, it depends.
Okay, but we have one question here, man. I know, you downtown now. What's next for Closetfreekz? You feel me? What's the big picture, the big goal? Where do we see Closetfreekz in the next 3 to 5 years?
Oh, 3 to 5. I can't even think that far. I'll be on
Two.
Okay, a year.
No, for sure this year, probably by second quarter, we're going into the Florida Mall. Like, that's gotta happen.
Okay.
I need it. Like, I need that check. I need that Florida Mall check. So, I mean, whether I'm gonna keep the space downtown or run them both, run one like a boutique and online and just do, you know, what it takes for the mall, that's just something that I'm still figuring out. Still a lot of leaps and bounds between here and there, because that's definitely another different revenue stream right there. I mean, Florida malls in top 1% of malls in the world.
True.
You know, so my goal is kind of evolve quarterly. Yeah, like I can't sit here and say, you know, as far as fashion goes, like I said, my interest is in more business than it is in fashion. So my goals are usually business oriented, you know. So I'm like, I'd love to, you know, on the fashion side, collab on some big lines or get like a role doing some like, I don't like styling, but doing like, you know, people just asking my opinion on what's, you know, looks and stuff like that. But business wise, I'd like to have 3 stores, New York, LA, for sure, Orlando.
Or Miami?
See, Miami is.
And I know they're picky when they come with
It's very resort where it's so hot there that
LA.
Like
I agree with LA, New York. I would just mention Miami just to
Miami is an easy look, but it's also, it doesn't have a big, the community of people who dress like this is about as big as Orlando. It's very hot there.
True.
So fashion isn't.
They're very trendy.
Yeah, like fashion isn't, you know, like I would probably go into Atlanta before LA.
Oh, definitely.
Only because that's an easy mark. So the first goal definitely is to just get used to that type of traffic, and that's what if I can get into the Florida Mall, which they're very picky, but if I can get there, then I can pretty much use that to get anywhere I'm trying to get in. So it's kind of like the same thing with coming downtown Orlando. They plot out downtown 10 years before.
True.
You know, so they're very picky about what businesses come down here, how their city looks, how it's promoted. You know, they're trying to transform it into a more artsy urban for like, you know, the 30 and under. They're trying to make that, you know, but that it's a 7 to 10 year project. They're bringing the UCF downtown here. There's 4 more sky rises going up. So downtown definitely has its, you know, benefits in the next year or two. It'll be this type of location will be very, you know, good real estate to have. But business-wise, I just don't wait 2 to 3 years.
Do you see yourself ever venturing into the designer world?
For sure. That's why I said I could see myself doing some design projects or at least collabing on some designs. I'm not like, you know, I have a couple ideas that I would like to get off, but I'd like to also have a store that automatically is going to accept them. So
true.
That would, I definitely like a lot of other stuff. I feel like being a designer is so closed-minded because you only have your shit. Like, can I cuss on here?
You can.
Too late.
Do whatever
I think I already cussed.
Yeah.
You only have your shit, and it's like
it's
how does one person like wear how? I don't know. I don't build my looks like that.
True.
I gotta have stuff from everywhere. So I feel like I could never make enough clothes to satisfy myself. Sure. So I will always have to have a store or something that I can bring in stuff. Like I went to this show, Agenda and Capsule in Vegas and Magic, and it's so many dope independent brands, and it's just so many people with that creative like vibe, and I would love to bring like their stuff into my store and mix it around. So I don't know, it's kind of just all about bringing like what everybody's not bringing, and then
it'll be an outlet because it's like certain things that people can't get their hands on. You know, because some people don't like to go shop online. So if you had that available at your store, it's like.
That's what I'm saying. I hate shopping online. That's why I have to go back into the mall. I have to. It's nothing cool in the mall no more. And I feel like the mall was always my best experience when I used to be lame and like I'm going to shop for high school or go to a skate party tonight. Like, you know, the first thing you want to do is go to the mall because you know you're guaranteed to find something. And it's not like that no more. And I just feel like it's not. People started shopping online because you would rather just be able to pull things from everywhere and be comfortable and take that risk because it's nothing in the mall. So if we bring that vibe back to the mall where You know what I'm saying? Like, it changes the game at that point. Like, now people are back, and the traffic never changed. People still go to the mall, whether they shop or not. Yeah, you know, so that's the move.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you on the show.
It's been a pleasure.
Very pleasure.
So, let the people know where they can follow you at. You know, check your website, Closetfreekz. You know, let them know where they can see you, come to the shop. Let them know so they can see that.
Well, you can hop online at shopclosetfreekz.com, and that's SHOPCLOSETFREEKZ.
Just in case you didn't know how to spell.
.com. But we definitely keep all the latest products right now in the store at 420 East Church Street, and that's downtown Orlando. You can't miss it. Ain't no other one. You know what I'm saying? You can follow us on Instagram at Closetfreekz, spelled the same, CLOSETFREEKZ. Oh, and I'm Ashcash Money.
And this is another episode of the Sit Down.
That's it.
I go by the name of Big Birds.
Wisdom10post.com. We're here with Ashcash Money, and it's been the Sit Down.
Follow us on Instagram, Twitter. We out here.
The drink of the week, Hennessy
again. They never fail.
Hennessy again.
Pussy, yeah, they sissy, yeah, pussy. Addicted to these drugs, mom say I'm tripped.